say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Monarchs will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Alabama's offense will have the football first. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach... You take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Russell. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Using the quick game. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the
fires deep toward the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the Coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start, and that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Monarchs offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches to try to keep them away from this guy, because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible, because he has wrecked many a games.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Got it in the middle. It's Durham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Back to throw, it's Huff. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
The Monarchs will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the return. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got his man. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Sets up the screen. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He'll keep it himself. Quarterback gets enough. Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Bust through behind his pad. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Tide.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 72 yards, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs. Offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off play action on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
the Monarchs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Huff. Complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Etienne. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They'll put him in play from the 41 on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch on the left. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight, and that's...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, ODU! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Going to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. give to the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Way back in.
That tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Now the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Alabama with a fresh set of downs to open the period. The lone back's got it. Turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Bama! Once he got a snap, it was all over right to the house. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 2 to North Carolina. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They think there's room to run to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he's...
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Monarchs will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Back to pass, it's set. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Wants to go up top. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Wide receiver going in motion. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. send the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
To throw, it's Huff. Here's the pressure. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And that's the second time he's gotten to the quarterback following the legacy of those great Crimson Tide pass rushers like Will Anderson, like Ryan Anderson or Tim Williams, or the great Derek Thomas or Cornelius Bennett, who could get to the quarterback.
I like it. You run out of oxygen naming all those guys. and that's what they do. They're a pressure defense, and they're going to come after the quarterback. They ain't going to give you time to find open guys to beat their DBs, and they got so many great pass rushers that don't really like quarterbacks, so I really like them.
Rushes on him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And the Monarchs will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's set. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it inside the 30. There he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Trying play action. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The DBs will back off a bit. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
The Monarchs send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Russell. Got a man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go. Sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. ODU. Send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Still deep in their own territory, 2nd and 6 from the 15. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Looking for a man, it's Huff. Oh, they're after him! And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab on the left. Corralled and brought down by the defense. And the Monarchs headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, take advantage of the clock, it's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake. Hauls it in. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Monarchs decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll run this play from the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Making side adjustments here. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Quick strike complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal coming up. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Slithers into space.
Returner is tackled down at the 36. And your Alabama Crimson Tide.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on film.
Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. Going for it all. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to North Carolina. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
To the air on 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football.
Turning it on!
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Offense gets set for second down. To the ground with the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Got his man quickly. Touchdown time! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you could force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Final play of the quarter coming. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Monarchs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's what...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. And this one splits the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw. It's sacked. Makes the grab over the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. He'll do it himself. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Now on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And the extra point splits the upright. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. Setting up the screen. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. And the Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. You still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. They're working that left side. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it and they'll retain possession.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Monarchs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Sherman. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.